Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was, of course, the series that launched the insanely popular franchise of Power Rangers, a show that still runs today, almost 30 years later. I have had a huge amount of requests to do videos that give an overview of each season of Power Rangers, and what better one to start with than the original. So I will probably attempt to do one of these videos each month, giving a general overview of the story for the entire show. So let's get into Mighty Morphin. As I'm sure you all know, the setting for the original show is the famous fictional Californian town, Angel Grove. At some point, a couple of astronauts discover some sort of alien container and open it, accidentally releasing the evil sorceress Rita Repulsa, who had been stuck in the extraterrestrial dumpster for 10,000 years. After her release, she set her sights on conquering one planet, Earth. So along with her army of evil space aliens, she set up her moon palace and plotted her strategy. However, the one responsible for capturing Rita originally, the wise sage named Zordon, later became aware of her release and orders his robotic assistant Alpha 5 to select 5 teenagers with attitude to defend the Earth from Rita's attacks. The 5 teens chosen are Jason Lee Scott, Kimberly Hart, Zach Taylor, Trini Kwan, and Billy Cranston. Zordon gives them the ability to transform into a fighting force known as the Power Rangers. This provides them with superhuman abilities and an arsenal of weapons, as well as huge assault machines called Zords, which can combine into a giant humanoid machine known as a Megazord. The series begins with 5 teenagers combating Rita and her seemingly endless array of monsters, while also dealing with typical teenage problems and clashing with local school bullies Bulk and Skull. However, consecutive failures lead Rita to adopt a new method for conquering Earth and destroying the Power Rangers, attacking them with one of their own. Using her magic, Rita kidnaps and brainwashes a local teenager whose fighting skills prove to be equal to that of Jason's in a martial arts tournament held at Angel Grove. The new teen, Tommy Oliver, passes Rita's tests, becoming the evil Green Ranger. Entrusted with Rita's Sword of Darkness, the source for the continuance of the evil spell he has fallen victim to, Tommy comes dangerously close to defeating the Power Rangers. After sabotaging the command center and cutting off Zordon's connection to their dimension, Tommy helps Rita strike another blow to the Rangers during a battle where their Megazord is drained of its power by a solar eclipse and then blasted into a molten lava pit. However, Alpha eventually succeeds in re-establishing a connection with Zordon, who then revives the Megazord. With it, the Rangers stop Tommy's rampage on Angel Grove with his own Zord, the Dragon Zord, and Jason ultimately defeats Tommy in a one-on-one duel by destroying the Sword of Darkness. Now free from Rita's spell, Tommy chooses to use his Green Ranger powers to assist the Rangers in defeating the evil that gave them to him in the first place, and the Dragon Zord is reconfigured to enable it to help form more powerful Zord combinations alongside the other Dino Zords. As time goes on, Rita focuses on eliminating Tommy to regain the powers that she believes belong to her, using a special wax that was touched by Tommy when he was evil. Rita uses her magic green candle to slowly remove his powers, returning them to her. In the end, Tommy loses his powers, but he prevents Rita from reclaiming them by transferring them to Jason, who, feeling guilty for failing to protect Tommy's powers, accepts them. However, Tommy later returns to the team where the other Power Ranger coins are handed over to Rita in exchange for their kidnapped parents. With Zordon's help, Tommy regains his powers and successfully retrieves the other Rangers' power coins. However, Tommy's regained powers are only temporary, and must be frequently recharged by Zordon, who warns him that the Green Ranger's powers will ultimately fail. Despite this, Tommy remains determined to continue assisting his friends as long as possible. Now moving into the events of Season 2 of Mighty Morphin, a season with lots of big changes, but still the same sort of Power Rangers, monster of the week type formula, for the most part. So, Lord Zedd, Rita's superior, arrives at Rita's moon palace, where he takes her place and throws her back into her space dumpster. He then begins his own campaign to conquer Earth. In order for the Power Rangers to compete with Zedd's monsters, which are superior to the ones that Finster made for Rita, Zordon and Alpha upgrade the Dino Zords into the more powerful Thunder Zords, which combine into the Thunder Megazord. However, Tommy is forced to retain use of the Dragon Zord due to his Green Ranger powers being too weak to support a new Zord. After several defeats, Zedd's attacks on the Rangers progressively become more violent. He focuses his attention on eliminating Tommy specifically, whom he sees as Rita's biggest mistake in giving him the Dragon Coin. The Green Ranger's powers were rapidly deteriorating, but Zedd's efforts had enhanced the process. He eventually does so with a special green crystal, using it to take away the Green Ranger's powers. The crystal also powers up Zedd's Dark Rangers. but when Tommy smashes it, the Dark Ranger's powers are transferred back to the regular Rangers. Nevertheless, Zedd finally succeeds in taking the Green Ranger powers, which Rita later uses to power Tommy's clone to battle against the Rangers before reclaiming it once more. Following the loss of the Green Ranger's powers, Zordon and Alpha create in secret a new White Ranger to aid the other Rangers in battle. The White Ranger is revealed to of course be Tommy, who in addition receives a new Zord, the Tiger Zord, and also becomes the new leader of the Power Rangers, replacing Jason Lee Scott. During the Team Ninja trials at Angel Grove, the Rangers become friends with 3 teenagers from Stone Canyon: Rocky DeSantos, Adam Park, and Aisha Campbell. During an ensuing battle with Zedd and the magical serpent, Rocky, Adam, and Aisha discover the Rangers' identities, and having been entrusted with their secret by Zordon, the 3 newcomers become allies of the Rangers. Later on, Jason, Zach, and Trini are selected to represent Angel Grove at the World Peace Conference in Geneva, Switzerland, and the Rangers are faced with the task of finding replacements. To transfer the powers of the Red, Black, and Yellow Rangers, they must find the Sword of Light, which is located on a deserted planet. Zedd pursues them across the galaxy in Serpentera, his massive personal Zord, and destroys most of the deserted planet. Serpentera runs out of power before being able to finish the Rangers, and they return to Earth safely with the Sword of Light. Zordon then chooses Rocky, Adam, and Aisha to replace Jason, Zach, and Trini as the Red, Black, and Yellow Rangers respectively. Sometime before the power transfer, Rita had returned to Earth when Tommy made his debut as the White Ranger and fell into the hands of Bulk and Skull, but the Rangers sent her back into space. She later returns to the moon again while the Rangers are in Australia, and with the help of Finster, she gets a special makeover to gain a younger and prettier face. She then uses a love potion on Zedd, who is in a deep sleep during her centennial re-evilizer. He then falls in love with her when he wakes up. They get married and join forces to make an even more terrible threat for the Rangers, but not even this can prepare them for what's to come. Rito Revolto, Rita's skeletal brother, comes to Earth and with the help of a group of monsters, destroys the Rangers' Thunderzords and the Tiger Zord. As a result, the Dinozords are also destroyed and the power coins are damaged beyond repair. Undaunted, the Power Rangers seek the aid of Ninja, alleged creator of the power coins, who gives them new Ninja coins, providing them with even more powerful Ninja Zords, which combine into the Ninja Megazord and the Falcon Zord. An Australian girl named Catherine Hillard moves to Angel Grove shortly after. She befriends Kimberly and displays an intense affection for Tommy. Later it's found out that Rita had captured Catherine and put her under a powerful spell, giving her the ability to transform into a cat, as well as a cat-like monster. Under this spell, she steals Kimberly's Ninja Coin, vastly weakening and nearly killing the Pink Ranger, whose life force, like that of the other Rangers, is connected to her Ninja Coin. It's during this time that the Rangers acquire their most powerful Zords, the Shogun Zords, which combine into the Shogun Megazord. Eventually, Catherine overcomes Rita's evil spell and returns the pink Ninja Coin to Kimberly. A short time after, Kimberly gets the chance to pursue her personal athletic dreams. With Zordon's blessing, she leaves to train at the Pan Global Games, choosing Catherine to replace her as the Pink Ranger. Though her initial fear and hesitation keeps her from contributing fully to the fight against evil, Catherine eventually becomes both comfortable and capable of fulfilling her duty as a Ranger. After several more battles, Zedd and Rita are joined by Rita's father, Master Vile. Following his failed attempts to defeat the Rangers, he reverses time, turning the Rangers into powerless children. These events culminate in a mini-series, Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, which leads to the next incarnation of the franchise, entitled Power Rangers Zeo. Speaking of Zeo, would you like to see a video similar to this one about that season? If you enjoyed this, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, and I will eventually move through each and every season. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. Thanks as always to our patrons for supporting our upcoming live action content. I hope you all have a great day, may the power protect you, and I will see you next time on the 6th Ranger.